Hi guys, I think this is working. It's been in the bolt. For those of you that don't know me, I am a poet from Keighley, otherwise known as K-Town, and I'm going to be sharing a selection of my work with you tonight, so I hope you enjoy it. So the first one is called I've Taken Too Many Drugs, Dear Doctor, and one of my all-time favourite poets is Dr. John Cooper Clarke, and for those of you that know him, he wrote a poem called Get Back on Drugs, You Fat Fuck. So I wrote a poem about him going to his doctor, telling his doctor that he's taken too many drugs and he don't know what the fuck to do. So I hope you enjoy it. I've taken too many drugs, dear doctor, I've taken too many drugs, and now I'm as mad as a Grimmin himself who goes by the name of Suggs. I play outside where it's dirty, dear doctor, I play outside where it's dirty, because I like the feel of needles and pins and acting all pretentious and flirty. I pound my lungs with death, dear doctor, I pound my lungs with death. An anxious, paranoid party poet, a nail in his neck to very less breath. I wait with fear every day, dear doctor, I wait with fear every day, because I'm the greatest drug stock cowboy, rattling, pissing his life away. Well, what can I do to cope, dear doctor, what can I do to cope? Tell me if there's a cure for this disease and with whom I can elope. I've taken too many drugs, dear doctor, I've taken too many drugs. Eyes fixated on honeycomb dreams, donated by high-profiling thugs. I'm riddled with intoxication, dear doctor, I'm riddled with intoxication. Getting my kicks on Route 66, fucking up my education. A junkie's life never ends, dear doctor, a junkie's life never ends. Because never will people hear you out when you want to make amends. I'm in over my head, I know, dear doctor, I'm in over my head, I know. But regardless of the consequences, I cannot stop. As my debt, it just continues to grow. And yes, I've taken too many drugs, dear doctor, I've taken too many drugs. And now I'm as mad as a Grimmin himself, but goes by the name of Suggs. Goes by the name of Suggs. Goes by the name of Suggs. Cheers, guys. So, that's that one. Thanks to everyone who is tuned in. I really appreciate it, and thanks to Jamie who's helped to organise all this. Really appreciate it. So up next I've got a poem called White Noise, and this one is dedicated to poet Kane White, who's been really supportive of me since I met him on the spoken word scene, and I just wanted to do a little tribute to him. So yeah, this one's for you, Kane. Enjoy. Starts with a quote like this. 40 licks of shat kicks he delivers to give you the fucking shivers. So modern. Is a taskmaster of lyrical ingenuity. Is a cool guy, a punk, a conversation starter, not a martyr of thalidomide pretension. He flies with such precision, making a bold decision to challenge our hallucinogenic brainwaves. Exotically he craves what we crave, but in a different ways. Another beat poet who's here to stay. The filth and the fury are what he delivers, and it's enough to give you the fucking shivers. Laced up in his finest kicks, this is poetry that sticks like a long-lasting, luxurious stimulation. A deluxe declaration of it is I, yes I, yes I, who dares? Dealing in collective shares like Kid Cudi. He doesn't frustrate, castrate or hate on diversity. If he was born in an age of euphoric excellence, which knows only 100% absolution. There you are, Ken. That one's for you, mate. I think my battery's running low, so I'm going to have to like G it along a bit. I don't want my battery to die. So because it's LGBT History Month, which is something that I'm really passionate about, I've written 2 poems, and both of them are called The Cure. So we've got The Cure Part 1 and The Cure Part 2. So I'm going to start off with The Cure Part 1, and The Cure Part 1 is coming from a religious perspective with regards to homosexuality. So here it is. Eat, sleep, pray, repeat, submit. Super freaks. We need to cure this homosexual freak. Yes, we need them to speak to Jesus. We need to erase their individuality because they possess an abominable personality. Let's strip them of their rights. Let's give them sleepless nights. Christianity is the only way. Get down on bended knees and pray, exclaiming, Master, I am sick. No more will I be that triangular prick who sleeps with women encompassed in sin. Let now, please, the real work begin. I'll throw away all materials pornographic. I'll be your slave that you can traffic. Come on, take me, Jesus, here and now as I kiss your feet and humbly bow. Medicate me, let me feel the pain. No more dancing gaga in the rain. Day in, day out, I'll live for you. Baptize ye sweetly my soul anew. Your prophet for life, hypocritically sound. I'll turn all heads like mine around. We need to cure these lamentable bones that dice with danger in erogenous zones. Let's take 'em to the docks. Let's belt 'em with hard rocks. For purity is the language of love. Come worship God Almighty from above. Tell him, no longer Jesus am I gay. I'll choose another game to play. I'll choose it now before I leave that place which makes my heart grieve. But who's laughing now, you silly fool? Over such literature we will not drool. This is us and we will not change. Internal clockwork she can't rearrange. Exploitation is madness when money's concerned, but what lessons have you all fucking learned? Bashing like scientists for an unnatural cause will not get you monkeys a round of applause. So comrades, please beware of this fatal curse called Jesus Christ, the necromantic night nurse, that comes like a poltergeist to crush your desires until it fatally reads, another transcription expires. Cheers guys, so that's that one, The Cure Part 1. And up next we've got The Cure Part 2. So this is from the general public's wider perspective about homosexuality, and it's also linked in with aversion therapy as well. Starts with a quote like this. Drip fed by a repulsive, convulsive. Give the dogs a bone. Girls shag girls and boys shag boys, yet the general public destroys their individualistic sensualities. What's the big deal? Just shut up, mate, and get in the chair because you are sick in the head and deserve to be stripped bare. The helmet goes on and the neurological choppers come out. What the actual fuck, I begin to shout. We foam at the mouth in absolute fear, wishing it was them in here. A noose around our neck for simply just shagging who we like, and that's why I decided to bring it to the mic. 'Cause it ain't right, this eversion, messing with one's brain, chaining them up like monkeys and whipping them until they go insane. People are people, why can't you fucking see that we were all created equally? Forced to look at straight-laced images through a micromanaged screen designed to make you rapaciously repulse for being so unclean. The electric shocks get more heavy as in amusement they stand, marking us as an abnormally disfigured paedophiliac brand. Covered in our own sick, we are forced to bed down inside another hysterical mainstream called Autisticus Town. Like a slot machine, open wide, come on, swallow this pill, as it's the only way you'll be vulcanised of this lifelong ill. A totalitarian beat sounds as they let off some steam, and we are left hoping that this has just been a bad dream. It's immoral and degrading, this freak show they've created. Why in the 21st century are these things still being debated? You'd think that we've just gone out and committed a crime, and now this level of stigmatisation's going to last a lifetime. Dressed like skinless skeletons, ashamed to show our faces as victims we remain of these institutionalised places. You can't condition such reflexes into a state of abortion because you feel they are experiencing a psychological distortion. It is what it is, which is sexual attraction at its very best. So pipe down and stop continuing to obtrusively detest. They say knowledge is power, but not when it's abused, and people's human rights are detrimentally refused. Undesirable stimulus is not part of this daily game, for we deal in pride, we don't deal in blame, shame. But it's too late now because we will never be saved, as our tombstones have been unscrupulously engraved with these very words which have torn our reality apart. Bruised bones, careless whispers ripping out our heart. Medication is the cure to make you all a little hazy, because you're simply nothing more than batshit crazy. That's that one. Right, Let's have a poem now about good old sex, right? Because I am sick of meeting people that I think that I've got a chance with and we get so far and I'm treated really well and then people just go really cold on you. So this one's called Sex is a Hex. Masturbated and cremated to the sound of an underground shit show. Shoot your load, Two-Face. Yeah, sex is a hex, it's my infection. Constant litter, strobe light, rejection. Monkey madness rapaciously comes inside. Drug running, there's nowhere to hide. Skullduggery is now my middle name. Inflicted with nothing but chronic shame. Shagged and gagged and bound in fear. Why you gotta keep fucking round here? Yes, sex is a hex, it leaves me bleeding. Neurologically damaged, love's lost, exceeding. Pet like a pigeon man, ill in health. Chasing dopamine trips decreases wealth. Banana splits make me erotically convulsed. Throbbing in time to your beating impulse. Yeah, sex is a hex that's inhumanely degrading, subjected to incomprehensible free trading. On the streets which leak with midnight traffic where everything's all overtly pornographic. Yeah, sex is a hexarhythmic orgasm in hand, one in, one out. Tell me, where do you now stand? Riddled with a disease which you can't shift, like the stiffest ever pencil which you can't lift. Yeah, sex is hex, it's a regrettable action. A lifelong cost, no guaranteed satisfaction. Drowning in the piss of yesterday's dreams. Suffocated by the sound of electric screams. Yeah, sex is a hex that I continually crave. Subjugated like a leper once, toxic slave. I've fought with love, lust and I've tried to kill. This adoration for such a kaleidoscopic chill pill. Yeah, sex is a hex and irreversible curse. About like an orphan effects too adverse. Yeah, sex is a hex and irreversible curse. Aborted like an orphan effects too adverse. So there you go. That's when sex is diabolical and it goes wrong. Right, up next, I shared this as a promo video, but I really like this one, and it's a poem about lockdown. I think quite a lot of us at the moment, we're getting fed up of being locked down and not able to go anywhere, and we're having to revert to live stream gigs, and it's really frustrating. So I wrote this, and it starts with a quote like this: influential incarceration multiplies public frustration. Medfeds, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, uptown, downtown, everybody lockdown, sleep tight, good night, blinded by the fucking light, everybody lock down, masks on, dignity on, this is how we carry on, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, work, every day we go berserk, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, Larry Grayson shut that door, everybody on the floor, yeah, lockdown, says I was a water clown, school's heartless apart, looking like a fucking trout, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, new law, total score, 1984, break the rules, you set of fools, we'll smash you with our fucking tools, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, suicide, no pride, let's all serve the strangest tide, yeah, lockdown, everybody lockdown, bad mood, junk food, corporate companies getting too complete, obsolete, is it time to admit defeat as we lockdown, everybody lockdown, uptown, downtown, everybody lock down. Hey, peeps, that's that one. Let's check my set list. Right. So, this one, I actually wrote another one about Brexit, I think a couple of years ago now. It's to do with good old Boris. And obviously this one relates to the coronavirus, and it's called What the Hell's Going Down, Boris? I Corona. And it starts with a quote like this: ready, steady, go. What the hell's going down, Boris? Yeah, what the hell's going down? Is it 1984 again? Cause I see as a bleak go sound. What the hell's going down, Boris? My news feed's a fucking mess, and my temperature's rapidly increasing, causing me a lot of unnecessary stress. What the hell's going down, Boris? How did you end up contracting corona? Have you bent the rules by being a naughty boy, sleeping with a next girlfriend, nice Sharona? What the hell's going down, Boris? I'm suffocating in my dreams, cause a state of moral panic is instigated, but buying toilet paper at the reams. What the hell's going down, down, Boris? Do you want us all buried alive in this consequential madness where there'll be no one left to revive? What the hell's going down, Boris? Who are we meant to fucking call during this coronation virus epidemic where we are nothing but bricks in the wall? What the hell's going down, Boris? I hate the fact that we've become institutionalised by an unprecedented hypodermic holocaust where I'm left feeling acrimoniously victimised. What the hell's going down, Boris? I know you might be trying your best, but us poets have had to cancel our gigs and, well, we're nothing but the least bit unimpressed. What the hell's going down, Boris? Did this happen to stray from Brexit's future? Like the Matrix caught up in a game of internal affairs or pre-programmed from behind that multifaceted computer? And so what the hell's going down, Boris? Yeah, what the hell's going down? Is it 1984 again? So see as oblique goes down. Yeah, what the hell's going down, Boris? What the hell's going down? 'Cause in my nightmares, all I see is you. That yellow-haired, laughing clown. Yeah. What the hell is going down, buzzer? That's that one. So, up next, I got through these quicker than what I thought I would, which is pretty decent. So, if my iPad will work. It doesn't seem to want to work. Hang on a minute. Whoa. Yeah, bear with me a minute, guys, like Miranda would say. So I'm just gonna search for another poem to share. So I've got this one, and then I've got another one, and then I'm gonna finish. I need to decide. Right. So we'll do this one and then we'll do the other one and then we'll finish and I'll leave you. But thanks to everybody who's tuned in, I really appreciate it. So this one's called Jack the Lad, and Kane wrote a poem called See That Girl, Bit of a Boy, something along them lines, and it was a really good poem, and I just sort of did mine based on inspiration from reading Kane's work. So Jack the Lad, I think we all know one of them, don't we? Starts with a quote like this. Back to black he goes as she shows balls of steel. Let's play poker. A Jack the Lad with a devilish side turns all those heads as he steps out with pride. A past one so toxic, why would you want to go back to everything that's bleak, that's empty and black? A Jack the Lad who knows what to do, one rule for her and another for you. A cut above the rest, first place all the time. A book of flirtation is her favourite crime. A Jack the Lad makes you weak, makes you sweat. Drink away all your problems until you forget. Dices with danger like a slag on a plate. Playing you like a chessboard, here it comes now, check, nay. A Jack the Lad cannot be tamed or reformed, no matter what promiscuous acts may be performed. Many a lives he may strive to wreck with that pestilential dagger he wears round his neck. A Jack the Lad who's pissed off that he's lost the very person whom he loved, which his toxicity cost. She'll never give up and she'll never give in. You don't even know her, yet she's under your skin. A Jack the Lad who likes a lifestyle of excitement, wants to avoid a confrontational indictment. Silence speaks like the devil as she looks into your eyes, fooled by yet another insubordinate disguise. A Jack the Lad who moves in all the right places, breaking hearts forever changing faces. The enigma, the mystery life once lived in fear, has returned us so boldly like an infectious smear. A Jack the Lad with a powerful voice will always be tempted by an illicit choice. Drug-fueled parties and egomaniacal greed will always be driven by a thirst for high-octane speed. A Jack the Lad with such affluential language must think that you are as thick as a sandwich. Falling for his bullshit makes you second best, left questioning why in him did I choose to invest. A Jack the Lad is so different from thee, due to your dysfunctionally unsymmetrical history. And when you're left wondering if you'll be enough, don't be afraid to call his fucking bluff. Right, so this is my last poem. I'm going to leave you. and then we've got another awesome poet, but we'll get onto that in a minute. So I'm going to leave you with this one, and this one's called Green Cross Code. And I don't know about you, but whenever I'm out driving, I'm sick of people that just walk in front of me and they don't even look, and then they turn round when you stop and they look at you like it's your fault, and you think, well, I'm the driver and you're the pedestrian, and generally the rule is that you as a pedestrian, you actually look before you cross the road. You don't just like walk out and expect us to just blatantly stop. It usually happens when I'm in Morrison's car park, like people like walking and in front of you and you're slamming on brakes and you're like, not my fault. So this one's called Green Cross Code. Left, right, good night. Jamming like a donut. Who taught you your green cross code? Dress like death in an uncommon mode. You never look left and you never look right at this safety game, you fucking shite. You must be blind, you must be deaf. Infuriating words I mutter underneath my breath. If traffic's approaching, you know not to cross, but you just walk like you don't give a toss. If your body gets stuck in my front tyre, consequential madness, it's bloody dire. Because it's you who chose a funeral today, as you didn't think to look either way. Fag in your mouth and a can in another, too busy fraternising with your love. You then look at me inflicting shame when actually you are the one to blame. You run right into Spaghetti Junction as this is how you fucking function. Impatiently impulsive, will you ever learn and show for another just a little concern? Stop and wait whilst it's safe to go, instead of causing a major freak show. In which educational establishment did you train? One that never taught you how to use your brain. It's not rocket science to check the street and dance to the sound of a reggae beat. So come on, who taught you your green cross code? Dress like death in an uncommon mode. Cheers guys, so I've been Bernie the Bolt, and for those of you that have liked my work and stuff, I have got some links. So my first link is my online blog, which is all lowercase, and it's BERNIE102.wordpress.com. And you can like check out some of my stuff on there, and you can also find me on Facebook as well, and it's facebook.com/BernieTheBolt88 on Facebook, and my page is called A Million Bolts of Lightning. So thanks to everyone who's tuned in. Great work, Kane. Obviously I checked out your set before. I just want to say thanks to Jamie again, who's organised it, and I hope you're going to enjoy the next poet who's coming up. So up next we've got Luke, a punk poet from Bradford, and he's going to be thrashing out some sweet licks of poetry. So stay safe, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers guys, bye for now.